All right, happy Sabbath to Miles City and Glendive. We are here in Colstrip, and we're sitting in the park that is part of the community center actually in Colstrip. And I'll tell you, Colstrip really has a pretty amazing community center. They got free swim lessons, pool, gym, weights, all kinds of stuff that are free to residents. Yeah, and that are free to residents of Colstrip. And since we're living down here for the summer and we have an actual mailing address, guess what? We are residents. So we get to use this stuff for free. We're pretty pleased with that. Give you a little update of what's going on here. Zach is getting ready to share what he is doing in. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, before we get started with that, we want to do a little song here. So Zach and Carrie will sing, and I'll not sing. So here we go.
At the cross where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by that he saved my soul, and now be all the day.
Oh, and we hope you guys are happy all the day too. All right, so okay, hold on, have a seat. All right, so Zach, what are you doing this week?
I am doing VBS.
Okay, do you remember the name of the church you're doing VBS at?
I don't know the name.
I think it's United Community Church.
I think you're
And
right.
it's actually I don't think you can see it where we're
Yeah, you
at.
can.
Oh, actually, yeah, you can. Carrie, where Carrie's finger is at, which is kind of whited out because of the sun, that is the church there. You can kind of see the window hovering in a white spot there. But that's the church, the United Community or United Christian Church. I'm not real sure. And Zach, what are they doing this BBS?
They're doing something about um Bible verses and learning more about God's kingdom and stuff. We've theme is space, and also um we also are we do stories, and one of them was about Zacchaeus, and the one we did just today was about well, 1 minute, let me think. Oh yes, it was about Jesus going through town with the donkey on the road.
Okay, now I have a question. They have so far with each of the days, they've had something that they'll say something like, when things are tough,
Shine Jesus light.
yeah, Shine Jesus Light is the theme for this VBS that they're doing over there. And it's kind of what is the decorations and stuff that they're using?
They're using like moon rocks on the bottom. The, it's more of an outer space thing, and one of the windows is covered with like a rocket that has a seven on the top part that has orange in the middle, and there's like a board back there that has pictures on it of
Yeah,
like planets.
planets and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
planets.
And so that's Zach's VBS, and it goes till when? When's the last day?
Um,
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You can run off if you want to do something. We'll go on to the next one. And
Oh,
no, have a seat. Sit down.
I'm sitting.
Right here. Okay. And Carrie is going to share with us about the trip that we took to Bozeman for camp meeting and how that worked.
All right,
No.
so we weren't sure if we were going to head
Don't
out
just, yeah.
on Sunday morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was debate in the household, and Zach and I were in favor of leaving Saturday night and going to Billings.
You weren't.
And the pastor said that we'd stay at the church there. And Michael was like, no, let's just start out on Sunday and just do the whole trip in the daylight because he liked that idea. And so Zach and I were, I guess, chanting. And Michael, I guess, conceded, and so we went, and it turned out we were very thankful we did because it gave us 2 hours ahead on our trip, and we went to start the RV early in the morning so that we could get there before the heat because it doesn't have air conditioning in the RV. So we start the RV, but actually it didn't start. So that turned into a 3 hour.
Well, we pulled in Saturday night around midnight with a dead battery.
Oh, yes, that's right. We barely made it to Billings because the battery was dying. The gauge was going down, 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 down,
Yeah.
down. But
And
by
as soon
God's
as we
grace,
got in Billings,
we made
Hold
it
on, let
to
Mama.
the church.
Let
Yes,
Mama.
that's right. There was a miracle.
it was
to make
almost
it
down.
there.
Zach?
And
Stop.
so we started out with the battery, and that was a 3-hour ordeal, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was 9 by the time we left
It was when we left. Oh,
Billings.
10:45, I think, because we left Billings later than we were hoping to arrive at Bozeman.
Yeah, that's right. We were going to rise in Bozeman about the time we actually had a working battery in the RV. So we head out, and then it wasn't very long. I don't think we got out of Billings, and a belt snapped.
Yeah.
Praise God, there was one in the RV. So Michael, between the construction zone
Yeah.
with cars inches away, was changing this belt on the highway. And this is an old automobile. It has what's called vapor lock, which means the fuel turns to fumes and it can't run on fumes, and it takes a while to cool off. So we would go as far as we could until it started to choke, and then we would pull over. The first place we stopped at, it was a little town. Do you remember the name of it?
Nope.
Anyway, it's a quaint little town, so we have been always wanting to get out and walk around in it, so this was our chance. And Michael said, "Well, let's drive around a little bit." We had our car in with us too, so we got in the car and drove around. Ended up around a river, and it had a nice little like rocky beach.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat there for 2 hours, which was very relaxing. I don't know if it was relaxing to Michael because he was all stressed out. But Zach played in the water because we had we got the RV, we got everything we want, right? So we had folding chairs and swimming clothes and snacks and hung out by the river and just watched the day go by. And the RV cooled off, we cooled off and hit the road again. And then we made it to Livingston. And again, the RV actually didn't make it to Lewiston. You got off the highway onto a back road, and it died there. So while we waited for it to cool off, we had a Dairy Queen tree. And
The first time we had to pull over was probably about 45 minutes or so west of Billings, the first vapor lock that we had. And then we went back for lunch to the one town, right?
Oh, that's right. We had not gotten far out of Billings because the temperature was very hot outside. And RV was like, "No, I'm done." So we backtracked in the car 20 miles and ate lunch. So that was nice. And then 20 miles back to the RV.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in Lewiston, after Dairy Queen, we just parked. It was by a city park, so Zach could get out and play a little bit. And by then, everybody was kind of spent, so we cleared off the bed and they watched a little video and I took a nap. And then we only had 45 minutes left of the trip and headed on to Bozeman, and that was about 10 o'clock at night.
I think we pulled in about 9:15 or so.
Okay, pulled in about 9:15, and we just
It was a
parked the
24-hour
RV.
trip, pretty much.
Yeah, so from the time we set out to the time we arrived for about a 4.5-hour trip, took 24 hours. Yeah.
And then the last thing we'd like to share is the same church here that Zach is going to Vacation Bible School at. The pastor is going to be gone for a month on vacation. And they have basically kind of invited me to head up the prayer meeting. They have a Wednesday morning. Actually, it's not a prayer meeting. It's a Bible study at 10 o'clock Wednesday morning. And basically, they were kind of dropping hints that if somebody would be willing to lead out, they'd be glad to have somebody. And they know I'm an Adventist pastor. And I said, well, I'd be willing to lead out. So I am being allowed to lead out with their Wednesday morning prayer meeting at 10 o'clock. So, of course, we'd like you guys to pray for that. Pray for the children that are in VBS. And pray as we look for a place to do a seminar, which we're intending to do in September. So we really need some things to come together for that, and we'd like you guys to be praying for that. So that's the Colstrip update. Happy Sabbath, and God bless you guys. We'll see you later.